Hi everyone, my name is Ferg Gardner. I'm Director of Studies at a tuition centre in Bondi Junction that specialises in preparing students for a range of HSC subjects. I suppose our big one is HSC English though. For about 4 or 5 years we've operated an online website that specifically is designed for HSC English students. As you probably know, there's an awful lot of things you can get online in terms of content about the HSC English course, but significantly our website is specific to the outcomes outlined by the Board of Studies in the HSC. Many hundreds of students have used the website in that period of time, and I'm really pleased to say that our results have been uniformly fantastic. But today I want to talk to you as part of a series of video grabs on the importance of doing a number of things leading up to these exams. I suppose today's issue is about this. This is what I want you to think about, and please realise you're going to have to stay with me for a bit so as it really makes sense. It's almost like a long joke where the point's not really made until right at the end. So imagine this. You've got 2 weeks of holidays. Let's say you go to study for 6 hours a day. That's 5 days in a week, Monday through to Friday in the holidays. And let's say you do 3 hours a night for 2 weeks when you go back to school. Now what that gives you is a total of 90 hours of study. Sounds a lot, but when you think there's 168 hours in a week, and we're talking about a period of over 4 weeks, that's not a lot of time. So let's say that you end up studying for those 90 hours. Let's say you're doing 10 units. I know some of you are doing more than 10 units, but we'll just use that for the sake of the sum. So 10 units into 90 hours goes 9 hours per unit. Now we know that you're doing 2 units of English, so that gives you 18 hours. Let's take it a step further. 18 hours to do 6 questions. So 6 is into 18. And clearly, by the look of me, I'm old enough that I can still do it in my head. So that gives you 3 hours per subject. Per topic. Now, what you've got to realise, of course, is that 3 hours doesn't seem a lot. So in other words, if you're not actually using this holiday study time, you're running out of time. I did a sum like this with a student a week or so ago, and he said to me, feeling quite smug about it actually, he said, I'm doing an hour a night, Ferg. And I said, well, do you realise that if you do an hour a night, that means that you've got 15 minutes to prepare for your, say, King Lear or Educating Reader or whatever it might be. Not a lot of time, and you're not really a player. So what I'd like you to think about is this. Think about these holidays as not really necessarily holidays as you have for all these wonderful years that you've been at school. Think about the holidays as something that's propelling you into something that you really want to do. You are so close to the end of the school procedure, so make sure you develop a study program that's going to work for you. And I suppose we need to finish with a bit of a plug. At Interactive English, we want to see that that 18 hours that you've got for English is really going to be worthwhile for you. So if you're online, you will see very quickly that it is all about writing. That's what it's all about, and the whole website is there to support you in that process, and needless to say, a significant aspect of this will be your capacity to use that time effectively. As I mentioned, I hope to be back on a number of occasions. So next week I'd like to talk to you about why a practice mock trial exam is much better preparation than writing out notes and wearing out text highlighters. See you next time.